guys, it's Sim, and this is Wrestling Unlimited. So we heard over the weekend all the issues that happened on Friday night between Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch. If you're a little out of the loop here, let's give a little rundown of what we originally knew. We had the segment in the main event of Smackdown, where at one point in the segment, and apparently the segment was supposed to be very heavy on making Becky look good, and Charlotte didn't like this going into it. At one point in the segment, Becky was supposed to grab the Raw Women's Championship from Charlotte, hold both belts up and say, Becky 2 belts is here. Charlotte did not like the fact that that was going to happen, and instead of letting Becky grab the belt from her, she dropped it down on the floor. That is what proceeded to Becky throwing her belt, the SmackDown Women's Championship, at Charlotte. The two then had, words backstage, and here's the new stuff that came out over the weekend that we have learned. It was stated that Becky went backstage first. Charlotte and Sasha finished up their stuff to end SmackDown, and when Charlotte went to the back, she was met by Becky. The two had words before Becky had to go out for her dark match with Bianca Belair. It wasn't noted what or if anything specifically was said to Charlotte Flair after the segment, other than she needed to leave the building before Becky's match was over, so nothing else happened. It was also noted by Brian Alvarez of the Wrestling Observer that Charlotte was actually escorted out of the building by security. Not just asked to leave, but escorted out of the building by security. Also, according to Wade Keller of PW Torch, he said that stuff like this has been happening for a while, and a lot of the women, if not most of the women on the roster, don't even want to work with Charlotte Flair anymore in any capacity because the way she acts and the way it's all about me to Charlotte Flair. Now, with that, Mike Johnson of PW Insider had an update to this, stating that not only was there a confrontation between Lynch and Flair, there may have been something between Flair and Sonya Deville, where one described Sonya Deville as, quote, mad enough to want to fight Flair. And then also proceeded to have some sort of an argument with Charlotte backstage. So with that, we don't know what is actually going to happen here with Charlotte Flair. Again, she didn't want to do the segment because it, quote, to her, made her look weak. Because the original version of the segment was to make Becky look strong. Becky was supposed to hold up both belts and say, Becky 2 belts anybody, or something along those lines. So with that, if we do hear anything else on this incident that, well, was caused mostly by Charlotte Flair on SmackDown, we'll have it for you right here on Pro Wrestling Unlimited. But that's going to do it for this episode. Remember to comment below, like and share this video, like us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and subscribe right here on YouTube.